Take 5 to Care. Take part in the annual Kansas City Zoo Run, and this year the run is for the tree kangaroos. And race directors Lisa and Terry Drake are here to tell us more about the event. I was just at the zoo a few weeks ago, saw the new tree kangaroo exhibit. It looks fantastic.
It is just awesome. I just did an interview out there with the zookeeper and learned all sorts of things about it. It's we've got 2 of them, and it's just a really neat experience to see.
Let's talk about the zoo run. I know when I was a kid, I used to run all the way through the zoo, most of the time away from my mom, and she would yell at me. But she's not going to yell at me for taking part in this, right? So this is the 16th year?
That is correct. So 16 years ago, we approached the zoo and KC Parks and said, you know, we need to run through the zoo. So we started out with the eastern black rhino, and we've helped the different species each year for 16 years, and it's the tree kangaroo now. So.
How awesome is that? I know the Kansas City Zoo is so involved in conservation efforts and everything, and being able to spotlight a particular species and focus on fundraising for that, I mean, it's got to be important to not only them, but to you guys as well, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we just enjoy having a different animal each year and having that focus, and it allows us to have neat T-shirts and cool medals that that kind of follow into that category.
So is there a way, during the race, we just talked about the new exhibit with the tree kangaroos, do we get to run by the tree kangaroo exhibit or anything and wave at them as we're running for them?
You sure do. The 4 mile gets to go by the tree kangaroos. It starts out above Starlight and then goes in the back of the zoo and goes all the way through Africa and then up through Australia. So it goes through the whole zoo.
Do you have a favorite part of the course that maybe you look forward to getting through? I mean, it's got to be great, but you know, I mean, especially particularly maybe some of the walks around Africa, because there's so much you can see in kind of an extended run part.
I think in talking with people after the race, because we don't get to run it,
no,
unfortunately. But I think running on the boardwalks down in Africa is something that's different, because people are used to a cross-country race or a road race or a run on cement, but to get a run to the boardwalks, and they let the animals out before the race.
Oh, cool.
So the rhinos and the giraffes and everything are out there already. So it's pretty
maybe
neat.
Get a chance to take a peek at that new baby giraffe they were just talking about.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So do the peacocks stay out of your way, number one?
They do.
Okay.
They finally caged those people.
Oh, did they really?
Yes, they did, yeah. So.
I'm not one that's scared of birds, maybe, but anyway. Also, what about through the kangaroo exhibit? Because the kangaroos usually just lounging over there. Do they get?
That's the one animal they don't put out.
Yeah, they put them out right after.
Because the doors are open to go into Australia and to go out of Australia. The doors are open, so that's the one animal they don't put out in the cage.
Well, if people run in the race, what can they earn?
Okay, so they get to earn this wonderful finisher's medal. So this is for the 4 mile, and this is for the 1 mile.
Awesome.
And then we have these awesome T-shirts. This is the 4 mile T-shirt. So and then they get to go back into the zoo for the rest of the day.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. And there's also an expo with the band and food and stuff. And then after they're done at the expo getting their awards or whatever, they can actually go back in the zoo.
Well, what a great use of that facility there. We are so, I think, blessed to be here in Kansas City with such a great space over there in Swope Park with Starlight, with the zoo, and what Randy and his team have done over there is just fantastic.
Yep.
It's been great, and it gets better every day. They're always making great changes.
And there's always something new. And do we get to run by the sloth, though? Do you know?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, they're running. He's just kind of lounging back there eating his food, you know? All right, well, you can take 5 to Care and take part in the run for the tree kangaroos at the Kansas City Zoo. It's Saturday, September 21st. Packet pickup is 7 a.m., but you can beat the rush and pick them up the day before from 11 to 7 at Gary Gribble's in Overland Park. At 8:30, it's the 4 mile timed event. Then at 9:45, it's the 1 mile family fun run. For more information, go to kctv5.com and click on Take 5 to Care. Guys, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.